going to read a story together, and I'm so excited you're here. Before we read our story, let's do two important things. First, we're going to get our body ready to take that story in, and then we'll sing our song about the parts of the book so that we can remember what the author and illustrator do. Are you ready? Let's get our bodies ready first. Can you make a letter C out in front of you? Good job. Now bring those C's to your ears and put on your listening ears so that you can hear all the words to our story. Now turn up the volume. Whoop! Nice work. Now let's put on our investigator eyes. Reach out in front of you and make a letter O with your hands. Now bring them to your eyes and put them in really well. Screw them in so that you can see all the beautiful illustrations and notice all the details in our story. Finally, let's turn on our responder voice. Whoop! Because what you think and what you want to say about the story we read together is important. Now let's sing our song about the parts of the book. Here's what we're going to read. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. If you have this book in your Let's Read backpack, or you want to use another book in your home, go get it so that we can touch the parts of the book together while we sing. Or you can just point along with me. The song we're going to sing follows the tune of Farmer in the Dell. Let me hear your beautiful singing voice. La 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 la. Beautiful. Let's go. The title's on the front. The title's on the front. Hi-ho, Biblio, the title's on the front. Let's open it up and find some words. The author writes the words. The author writes the words. Hi-ho, Biblio, the author writes the words. The illustrator draws. The illustrator draws. Hi-ho, Biblio, the illustrator draws. And now we'll close our book and touch the skinny part right here. The spine binds the book. The spine binds the book. Hi-ho, Biblio, the spine binds the book. And now it's time to read. Oh, now it's time to read. Hi-ho, Biblio, oh, now it's time to read. Lovely job. Thank you for singing with me. The story we're going to read together today is The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Eric Carle is the author and the illustrator. What a talented guy. He wrote the words and he drew the pictures. And you can see our caterpillar friend here on the front. But guess what? This story doesn't start with a caterpillar or end with a caterpillar. This story is about how caterpillars are born and how they change. We call that change process metamorphosis. Whoa, what a big word. On the count of 3, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Metamorphosis. That's the life cycle of a butterfly and how it changes. Let's see what happens. Very hungry caterpillar. Oh, and what a beautiful sun. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Here's that tiny egg. Look how little bitty it is. Oh, friends, I have a question. Do you think this story, or this part of the story, takes place in the daytime or the nighttime? What time of day do you think it might be? Nighttime? I agree. What made you think that? Yeah, it's dark outside and the moon is up. Those are good clues. So we started as a little egg on the leaf. And one Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. Here he comes. Let's practice moving like a caterpillar. You can use your finger here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They inch along with all those little feet along the bottom. He started to look for some food. And on Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. Oh my gosh, look, there's a little hole in this page, and here he comes right out the back. Wow, and look how little that tiny page is. One apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was, say it with me, still hungry. Here he comes out the back. 1 apple, 2 pears. Let's see what he eats next. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. Here he comes. 1 apple, 2 pears, 3 plums. How many fruits do you think he'll eat next? Yes, 4. Good thinking, friend. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. We better count them just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 red ripe strawberries. But he was still hungry, and here he comes out the back of those strawberries. Monday, an apple. Tuesday, pears. Wednesday, plums. Thursday, strawberries. What day comes after Thursday? Yes, Friday, thank you. And on Friday, he ate through 5 juicy oranges. Ooh, those are juicy. Wipe off your juice. But guess what? He was still hungry. That hungry caterpillar. Oh, I guess he's not on the back yet of that page. Because look, I call this the party food page. On Saturday, he ate through, touch them with me in your book, or count them with me up here. 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. Oh, and that night he had a stomachache. Look at his little face. Oh, goodness. Friends, why do you think he had a stomachache? Yeah, he ate lots and lots of yummy but really rich food. Those kinds of things might hurt your tummy. They're not as healthy as all the fruit he was eating. And also, do caterpillars usually eat stuff like this? No, they eat leaves and plants, not usually people food. I have another question for you, friends. What do you see on this page? All kinds of yummy foods. What would you eat first if you could have anything on this page? Yeah? I would eat the pickle because I love pickles. And for dessert, I'd have a slice of juicy watermelon because I love watermelon. Let's see if his tummy feels better. The next day was Sunday again, and the caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. Oh, I'm so glad. That makes sense because caterpillars usually eat plants and leaves, not people food. But guess what? Now he wasn't hungry anymore. Finally, he was full. And he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. And he built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Do you see this brown little wrap? think of it like a mummy or like a sleeping bag. Wrap yourself in your cocoon. Whoop, 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 whoop. And he was in there nice and tight, and he slept for 2 weeks. Friends, what do you think he was doing inside his cocoon? He was resting. He was also changing. He was transforming. Do you remember that word, metamorphosis? He was changing into something new inside that cocoon. Let's see what the words tell us. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself and stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. Wowie wow! How beautiful our little caterpillars become. Look at all the colors on his wings. And now he can fly away and go drink from flowers. The end. Wow, what a beautiful story. I love all the pictures and beautiful colors in this story. I like that we got to notice night and day. We got to compare healthy food and party food. We got to compare days of the week and our numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, friends, I have something special to show you. I've got my friend Caterpillar here. And he wants to show us the story in a different way. He also knows a magic trick that I'll show you at the end. Here's our caterpillar. Can you move your hand like caterpillar, the way they inch their bodies to move across the ground? He ate a lot of different things in his story. On Monday, he ate through 1 apple. But he was still hungry, you bet. And on Tuesday, he ate through 2 green pears. But he was still hungry. So on Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. Yum, yum. But guess what? He was still hungry. That poor thing. He must have been growing. So on Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries. Caterpillar, aren't you full yet? He said no. So on Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. And those foods are pretty good for you. They're all fruit. But on Saturday, he ate the food from the party page. There he goes with an extra lick for the ice cream. And all the other party food. He had second helpings. Get the lollipop. And he had a really, really bad tummy ache. So the next day, he ate something that was a little more normal for caterpillars to eat. Do you remember what that was? Yeah, the big green leaf. Here we go. And he felt so much better. But guess what? He wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a great big caterpillar. And he built a special house around himself. In the book, it's called a cocoon. In the real world, it's called a chrysalis, when it's a caterpillar that turns into a butterfly. And here's our caterpillar friend's magic trick. So, what was that brown thing called he made around himself? The cocoon, yes. All right. He made his cocoon, and he was inside for 2 whole weeks. And what was he doing while he was inside that chrysalis. He was changing. His body was changing and transforming. He was undergoing metamorphosis. And when he came out, what did he look like? When he came out, he was a butterfly. Oh, yes. And he flew away and he drank from flowers to eat as a butterfly. What a neat story. Thank you, Caterpillar, for sharing with us how you changed. What a neat story. We got to hear about different foods, days of the week, numbers, day and night, and how caterpillars can change. Thanks for reading with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.